What's up guys, Twitchy here, back with another tutorial in the ARK Server Manager series. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a really good day, hanging out here, trying to figure out this whole mod issue that some people are having. And I think what's going on, from what I've read, and I don't know how 100% accurate it is, but from what I've read, Steam CMD and a few mods of very large size have an issue working together, basically, to where you can't get it to install on your server using, Steam CMD's commands or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. So, of course, ARK Server Manager comes in and you want to get your mods installed, and you come in here and you're like, yes, I want to install my mod, and I want to add one, and I want to go and I want to get Extinction Core, because it's one of the ones that are having issues. So you go ahead and add Extinction Core. Yay. There we go. Extinction Core is here. You save that son of a gun up a little bit. And you're like, all right, cool, it's there. And then you try to update it. And we're going to let this run. And you watch, it'll make a liar out of me this time, right? It'll install. So we're going to see what this does here and get the error that occurs when it does it. But I want to tell you guys, back before ARK Server Manager did what they did with being able to add the mods through the little question mark video over here and being able to update the mods automatically and all that stuff. Before they did that, we had to do this a little bit of a different way. When it comes to ARK Server Manager, we had to go and we had to navigate into our Steam folder. We had to go to, Steam apps, common, and then the game folder, and then go to content, and then go into mods. So basically, which I don't have Steam installed here, but I'll show you guys. We would have to go here. We'd have to go into shooter game. This would be Steam apps, common, ARK, and then into shooter games, and then into content, and then into mods, and we would have to copy and paste these mod folders into our server folder, which is where we're at now. That was the old way of doing things, and since they've implemented this deal, it's made things a lot nicer to deal with, but also we run into small issues. Okay, every once in a while we run into some small issues, so we're going to drag the screen over here and we're going to pop this screen up and come over here, drag that down. Not that it really matters, I just like things to be even because I'm weird that way. Oh, you're not going to. Well, can we raise this one up a touch? Alright, yeah, still lopsided. I'm gonna have to live with it. But you see, it's taking a really long time. It says it's downloading the item, so maybe it'll actually work this time, but I kind of doubt it. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm going to let this do its thing. I'll bring you back when it's done, and we will continue to talk about how to work around it if it doesn't work here in a bit. Alright guys, so we're back, and the mod failed. Now there's a lot of different information on the internet. Duh, right? There's a lot of information on the internet. The issue with the information on the internet kind of deal is you never really know how much of that you need to listen to and how much of that you need to ignore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get in, you have a problem, you get into something, and they're like, oh, do this. And you're like, haha, no. But there are quite a few things about this issue coming up on Steam and in the forums and in a few other places. And they're saying a bunch of different stuff. And one of the things that they're saying is the mod is just too big, right? And another thing that they're saying is, well, if you're using ARK Server Manager, you've reached your download limit, right? Because I guess the API key that ARK Server Manager uses, most people share. You get into so many downloads, and bam, it reaches its limit, and it basically shuts you off for 24 hours. So one of the recommendations we get online is to make your own Steam API key. Now, I haven't done that before, so we're going to do it. And what we need to do is go up here to this little sprocket gizmo dealie. And right in here, there's the Steam Web API key. If you click on Get API key, it'll bring you up to a Steam, basically login screen. You log into Steam, and this is what you get. All right, so it's saying registering for a Steam Web API key will enable you to access many Steam features from your own website. Now, I don't have a website, right? So we're just going to add Twitchy Digits Gamer into here. And we're going to agree to the terms of use, and we're going to get our key, right? Now, I'm not going to use this ever again, so I'm just going to delete it. But for today's use, we are going to do this, save that in, and we are going to... I keep forgetting there's no save on that. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to close this out, and we're going to try again, right? It's going to use our Steam, well, my Steam Web API key. So we're going to let this go. And, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it fails. But you never know. It might succeed. I'll bring you guys back when we know exactly what's going on with it. Alright guys, we are back, and it did fail. So that's what I was thinking was going to happen. But I wanted to run you through the whole Steam Web API key thing anyway. Just to, you know, give you guys a heads up on how to do that if you are using ARK Server Manager and it does fail and it's not based on the size of the download. So how do we get around this? I mean, it's one of those things where we just want to play Extinction Core in this case, right? Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We can copy over our mod folder and mod file from our actual client, right? So we go in, like I said before, we go into Steam. You know, if you have your Steam in a normal save directory, if you haven't changed it, it'd be like what, like C program files x86 Steam apps, common, ARK. And then you would be into your shooter game content mods. So you can copy those over to your server. Right? I just make a share on my desktop, and I go to my share from my server, copy them over, and then pull them into here, into your mods, content mods folder. Right? So they're there. And this is Extinction Core. Right? Okay. So now, the mod's there. Right? I mean, we can still click update on this thing, and it's probably still going to fail, but the mod is still there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and update the server, because you can see I'm on 254.894, which is an old version. I don't even know what version we're up into, but it's been a while since I've updated this server. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this to fail, like it probably will. I'm going to update the server. I'm going to go ahead and get ARK started. I'm going to log into the Scorched Earth server, probably do a dino wipe so that we can get some of the dinos from Extinction Core to spawn. And then we're going to go from there. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back here on Scorched Earth, and I've done the dino wipe, so of course there's nothing around. But we're going to go and see if we can't find something dino, Extinction Core dino oriented. Now, I don't want those to be Extinction Core dino, you know what I'm saying? Bad stuff. I'm not really sure, like with Extinction Core, what, okay, that level up made me jump a little bit, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm not really sure with Extinction Core, like, what dinos there are in it. I know it has special dinos, though. And I'm not really sure if it even technically works all the way with Scorched Earth, but we're gonna find out. Give me that. Thank you. So yeah, we're just looking for something that says, hey, this mod is here and it's working. Where am I even? This isn't where I thought I was at all. Not even remotely where I thought I was. I wonder if I died. at some point. Alright, so like everything looks pretty normal right now. Everything's so far is normal. Normal stuff. Dimorphodon. Oh, that's not normal. Thero, I don't think that's normal either. Alright, so it looks like it probably worked. And there is another way to tell. Yeah. Inventory. There is another way to tell. And the other way to tell is go into the engrams. Go in the engrams, dummy. And come down here. Okay, so yeah. These are definitely added. Those are alpha saddles, I think. So those are definitely added in from the Extinction Core mod. So it's here, it's working. There might be another way to tell too. And it's there showing up as being here as well. So yeah, I would say that that is a success. That it has been successfully added in to what we were trying to do. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the quick and dirty workaround. It's not great. It's not a great workaround. I mean, it'd be much better if you could just, you know, update the stuff naturally without having to worry about going through the whole copying of the file kind of deal. And if you guys are on like a hosted server, you'll have to figure out how to FTP that file in. Why, T-Rex? So yeah, that's kind of like one of those things. But I mean, it's here, it's working. So that is a good thing. And me, I'm just running for dear life at this point. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the old tutorial. I hope you guys have found it helpful in some way, shape, or form. I know it's not like the optimal kind of solution to the problem. It would be much nicer if, holy crap, look at the size of that. Is that a big snake, or am I just like crazy? I think it's a big snake. Oh yeah, that's a big snake. Prime Titan bow. So definitely working. But yeah, guys, I mean, like I said, it's not a great solution to the problem, but it is a way to get around the issue. And also, we went over the Steam Web API deal, which can become an issue for other things when it comes to mods. So, guys, I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider giving me a little love on that like button, guys. And as always, consider subscribing if you have not yet subscribed. If you guys know of anyone who's having a similar issue with Extinction Core or a large mod and want to share the video to help them out, that would be greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, I hope to see you next time.